Sometimes we need a moment to separate ourselves from the hustle and bustle of day to day. Sometimes we need to break from all of the problems that we have, and floating, I feel, gives the chance to do that. This year I went through one of the hardest years of my life. I was in a car accident, and I was stuck in bed for about 7 months. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything like that. So I had floated a few years prior, and I knew that I needed to begin floating. And so I would find rides, I would find ways, and I bought a membership, and I went, and the first month that I floated 12 times. And because it provided a place for me to have a break from all of the horrible things that were happening to my body. 3 to 4 times a week, I would get to go to a place where I was no longer broken, where my problems didn't matter, where I knew I was in a safe environment that was healing and that it was helping me tremendously. So for 90 minutes, I would get to go just explore. I would get to pretend that I could walk, that I could dance, that I was the sun, that I was a river, anything that my body wanted me to do, I could, because you were no longer attached to a body. And, sometimes I wouldn't make it to that meditative state. I wouldn't be able to become the river, or be able to watch the world turn into paint, or whatever. But I knew no matter what, that the tremendous amount of healing that the Epsom salts were giving me were just as worth that mental break, or even mental moment that you could become what you wanted to become. So the amount of pain relief that I would get from the, anti-inflammatory properties and the natural amounts of oxytocin that would be released really helped. And I, like many others that I've talked to, stopped using pain medication because I had floating, because it would take care of all of those problems that would come up that would cause the need to use pain meds. And also, the pain meds were making me so sick, whereas going floating, I could have the relief from the pain, but also have the relief mentally to kind of soar. And normally I'm an artist, and I express myself, and I do all these things, and since the accident had occurred and I had been in bed for so many months, I had lost all inspiration. I couldn't think of anything to put on a canvas. I couldn't think of anything of those sorts. So within the first float that I had an inspiration to begin working with art again. So the wheels started turning and things started moving for me, and there's no way to truly express what floating does for me as a person, and what I hope that each person can experience at some point in their life, because it's so unique to each person.